I haven't put out enough videos of stuff I've done with this bike yet, like putting these mirror extensions on and upgraded my headlight. It looks like the battery's finally pooched. Doesn't seem to want to stay charged when I hook the battery tender up to it. It charges up fully, and then after a couple days it just dies again. So I think the battery's finally done, needs to be replaced. So I'll show you how you start doing that. First, take your seat off. That's your little screw here, and then pop this cover off. Go to the other side, do the same thing. So this side, under this cover here, you'll find your ground for your battery. And on this side is where you're gonna take your battery out. First thing we gotta do is pull this fuse. There's your main fuse, 40 amp. Don't lose that. Set her off to the side. All right, got my 4 here. Just the 2 right there. Top one had a washer on it, this bottom one did not. Alright, let's see. Vent tube. Move this out of the way here. There. Something else right there. All right. Cool. So, probably pull this rubber grommet out of there a little bit. It's going to give us a little more room. Alright, so you can see now we have access to this side of the battery, your positive side. Next we'll go over and we'll get some access to the negative side. Alright, so we got our 5mm here. I'll start right here. Here's the first one. Second one is down here by your shifting linkage. And last one up top. And there might be another one. I'm not sure just yet. Those are the 3 that I can see at least right now. One. 2. 3. They're all the same size. Let's see here. there is a fourth one. Let's see. Where is he? Ah, right there. Alright, so you got the 4 bolts holding this cover on, which are 5mm hex head. And now we should be able to see our ground for our battery, which is right there. And so you can see. So there's our battery ground. That's a 10mm. Break this guy loose. Okay. We don't really want to lose these guys. So what I'll do is take this one off first. Run a zip tie through it. You get the idea. Okay, there's our part number. The very old battery, but it had the battery tender on it, which is good. So that's why it's lasted this long. 9 years. That's pretty good. So, get her swapped out. Before we get started, just going to do a battery load test here. Can never be too careful. Want to make sure everything's looking good and we didn't get a defective battery. 12.4, right on the money. Okay, so you can see right there, I put the spacer back in on the negative side. Seems to work a lot easier. Everything lines up better. So definitely should have been used in the first place. Lesson learned. And this. And then this. And so we'll just have to tighten this up. Snug it up. So now that's in place, and we have our battery tender here, which I usually just tuck up in the passenger foot bag. So our battery's in place. Let's go ahead and bring the camera over so see what it looks like on the other side. So this one will go out first to the ground, followed by the negative, with this 10mm and 2. There we go. Put this rubber grommet back. There we go. This fuse panel back in place. All right, so this part's a bit of an ass pain. You gotta try to get the side in first, and then bend this vent tube around to get it to stick. Now the holes aren't lining up for the bolts, but we're gonna try, see if we can get them. All right, we're good. Now before I finish up here, I'm gonna put the main fuse back in the bike. Okay. Now I gotta turn the key on. Make sure we've got a good connection. Oh, look at that. Listen to everything fire up. Check out the new headlight. Yeah. Definitely definitely brighter. It'll be good to be seen on the road, you know. Excellent. Wow, that makes me happy. Got a nice new battery in. Yeah, everything else is reverse order. There we go. Snug it up. Cool. Let's move on to the other side. Get this. Okay. Start with this one. And the top one. There's only one thing left to do, folks. Excellent. Let's do it. Well, there it is, folks. Doesn't get much sweeter than that. A new battery, and I would recommend installing one of these battery tender leads on it, just so you can keep a trickle charge on it over the winter. Check it periodically. Make sure your battery's staying charged. That way you don't have to replace it every couple years or whatever. So hopefully this one lasts. That was the original battery, so this bike is a 2015. It's now 2024. That's pretty good. And I'm willing to bet it's because it had that battery tender on it. So, all right. What else can I say? That was pretty much it. Kind of fumbled my way through it, but once it's all edited, you'll see the end result. And hope this helps you in replacing your battery on your Street 500 or 750. It's the same thing. Cool. Catch you on the next video.